have a visual impairment.
My visual impairment wasn't reversible.
It was challenging.
Because they were the first ones to indicate that I wouldn't be productive.
In today's world, disability issues have become significant because of the desire to fully embrace persons with disability as having a right to inclusion. On the other hand, citizens of any country can have a disability or might acquire it at some point in life, whether through illness, accident, or aging. Disability can also affect all areas of life, ranging from employment and training to leisure time, technologies, and so on. Lucy Chepkemoi, a secretary with a multinational company, and John Mark Ngugi, a student, are citizens who acquired a disability later in life. As John Mark explained,
I discovered that late 2016, but it got worse in early 2017.
Just like Mark, Lucy also lost her sight.
That was in 2016 when all of a sudden I just developed blurred vision and then objects seemed to be moving.
These symptoms prompted both Lucy and John Mark to seek medical attention from various ophthalmologists. For John Mark, it is a relative who advised him to enroll in a rehabilitation program at KISE, while for Lucy,
visiting the Lesser Eagle Center in Nairobi, they specifically mentioned KISE because they said that KISE at least will offer not only the rehabilitation but also be able to provide skills that I would basically need so that I can go back to work.
KISE is the Kenya Institute of Special Education. It is an institution established under legal notice number 17 of 14th February 1986. Its key mandate is to train teachers in special needs education at both diploma and certificate levels. It also provides other services which include psychoeducation and functional assessment, production of educational resources and assistive devices, an inclusive preschool, disability and special needs education research, advocacy, and rehabilitation services. Considering the growing number of citizens acquiring disabilities later in life, Kenya Institute of Special Education, with authority from the Ministry of Education, established a rehabilitation center in 2012.
Well, we had the idea that there are people who get disability in their adult life. They need to be assisted to get back to a normal life, to lead a normal life. And as such, KISE had to come up with a way of helping these people to be able to fit back into society.
Started with one client who was given a home-based rehabilitation, and after that we received more clients.
Persons who have acquired disability face difficulties adjusting to their new status. To enable them to fully progress well through their training at the Kenya Institute of Special Education, they train together with others who are struggling with the same predicament. Together, they reinforce each other's self-confidence and, most importantly, know that they are not alone. However, in a very real sense, they experience challenges.
In my former school, you see, there were regular schools. And so in regular schools, they think everybody is equal. Like the blackboard, it was challenging in a regular school because I couldn't see the blackboard. Sometimes she is writing in small print. I was requesting him or her, but she ignores you.
For Lucy, this is what she had to say about the challenges she faces on a daily basis.
Especially at my moment of truth, when I'm seated alone, either in the night when I'm asleep, is the isolation, discrimination, and the facial expression, especially when I interact with people, and also admiration of the environment. I really miss,
The Kenya Institute of Special Education considers a human rights approach in provision of rehabilitation services. This approach seeks to empower citizens to know and understand their rights. It also enhances the ability of organizations and individuals to consider social protection of citizens. For Kenya Institute of Special Education, the legal instruments that guarantee the rights and social protection of persons with disability play a key role.
Well, the Constitution of Kenya, Article 54, talks about the rights of the people with disabilities. And so KISE will basically bank on that. Then there's the United Nations Acts and Conventions, which still enable people with disabilities to be factored into normal society.
Kenya Institute of Special Education believes that when the inherent dignity of persons with disabilities is respected, then the human family is enriched. It is for this reason that the Institute embraces inclusion by implementing a competence-based curriculum that is approved by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development.
The curriculum that we are using for the rehabilitation has been developed by Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development. However, we do a lot of customization depending on the needs of the clients that we receive. Some of the clients are those that have lost their vision while working. So others are those that have lost their vision when they are studying. And this calls for a lot of customization in terms of the content levels.
I was taught mathematics braille, I was taught Kiswahili braille, English braille, and computer.
The most exciting aspect of my training when I was able to use my white cane to navigate independently to the washroom, to the dining, locate my table and my seats, to class, identify my lecturers by name, just by hearing.
The skills that both Lucy and John Mark have gained will enhance their social, political, and economic integration, guaranteeing their full participation in society, just like people without disabilities. This translates into achievement of sustainable development goals that envision equality and a world fully inclusive of persons with disability. As part of endeavors to enhance digital inclusion, the Kenya Institute of Special Education incorporates the teaching of information communication and technology skills in its rehabilitation program.
We focus on adaptive part of the assistive technology, which basically we teach them how to use the computers, the laptops, the smartphones, and we also include a smart brailler and a braille note taker.
Gone are the days when you just use the normal braille. You can use technology much better for rehabilitating those people, and that's what we're using.
They are able to use the computer just like any other person through the use of the screen readers. This an example of a screen reader that we commonly use is JAWS, that is Job Access with Speech, and NVDA, which is non-visual desktop access.
File,
advantages of smart
and then
braille.
now use the NVDA key. Remember the caps lock, we customized it to NVDA key, remember?
With those programs, JAWS or NVDA, I can use that computer freely.
We wish to incorporate more skill areas, which includes music, braille.
As the Institute envisages to be a regional center of excellence in special needs education and related services, it seeks to establish partnerships with relevant stakeholders. One such stakeholder is the Ministry of Education.
The first thing the ministry has done is to give us a lot of support. They've come up with a policy which is really helping the rehabilitation of people with any disability. They've given us the personnel because they pay the personnel we use. That's a big support from the ministry. And we're still talking to them to see if we can get further support, and especially now that we'll need more qualified personnel in the new center.
The new center is the National Psychoeducation Assessment and Rehabilitation Center. It is part of endeavors to provide educators, parents and families with critical information not only about a child's development but also about a client's rehabilitation progress. The center will also enable clients to access appropriate interventions that will enable them lead normal lives. To ensure that clients are reintegrated back to full and as normal life as possible, an exit strategy is prepared for them towards the end of the rehabilitation program.
For instance, we've had teachers going back to the schools where they were teaching. We've had staff going back to the places of work, and we've had students going back to their institutions where they are learning.
I'm very glad to KISE. They have offered me much.
After the skills that I've acquired from KISE, yeah, I feel quite confident that I can be able to not only being in an office, but being productive and able to deliver.
Kenya Institute of Special Education is here to journey with all the people who acquire blindness, who acquire many other disabilities through the rehabilitation program.
The fact that somebody gets a disability in mature age doesn't mean that it's the end of life. We should help them get rehabilitated and get back into society.